ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking fast hits.
This is a little exposed. You can see a little bit of that gear action, but hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Transformers review on the Transformers Generations, Fall of Cybertron, Decepticons, Brawl, and Swindle right here. Gotta give a big thanks to the IceKat Meng, co-writer of the ShartimusPrime theme song, for hooking me up with these. A late birthday present, early Christmas present, I guess. But I got all 5 Combaticons, and I'm going to do a review of these two guys. Then I'm going to do a review of Blastoff and Vortex together, and then Onslaught and Bruticus himself in another review. So stay tuned for those videos. So here's Brawl and Swindle compared to the other Combaticons, and you can see that Swindle over here is actually pretty large. He's the same size as Onslaught over here. So if you want to see a review of these two right here, click the link right this way, and then if you want to see Onslaught and Bruticus himself, click over here. So here's the figure in his G2 colors. I don't have my G2 Brawl anymore. I have no idea where it is, but I'm not a big fan of these really vibrant colors over here. I'm actually a bigger fan of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive that came with a much darker green than this one. So, but I'm still very happy to have this one. It's a pretty cool looking figure. Got some detail going on, some nice sculpting work, a lot of rivets in there. Got some pipes right there, nice Decepticon logo. There's a look at his face, not too bad. Not a bad looking figure. I like his gun. And then I have this part kind of set up in a custom way. It's not actually very... Well, no, you're supposed to actually plug this in like that. And that. There it goes. Okay, so that's how that's supposed to look. But very cool. There's his culo. And he forms the foot. I believe it's the left foot. And you have some more silver bits over here. And you have his little tootsies that don't really stand too well. I don't know exactly what this part over here is for, but it's kind of like, I don't know, it's not really a heel or anything. I couldn't find out exactly what this does in either of the transformations, so I don't know. But yeah, this is pretty bulky back here, but it doesn't really bother me too much, to be honest with you. I'm not really doing a whole lot of crazy ACBA and stuff with him. And then here's his blaster right here, which is pretty cool, not anything to write home about, nothing bad, nothing exceptionally crazy about it or anything. Cool black gun, so what? And it fits into both of his hands okay. So his articulation isn't too bad at all. His head moves side to side, and it's hard to get in there because there's all this stuff going on around it, but it does move up and down, and it does move side to side. And he does have shoulder articulation right here, and his arms can move outward like this, so it moves forward and out. He has a ball joint for an elbow, so his elbow bends 90 degrees, and it can rotate at the elbow a little bit. And he has no wrist articulation except for moving upward due to the transformation. He has no waist articulation or anything. His legs move forward. Whoa, that's a high kick. Look at that. Woo! And he moves all the way outward too. And he can rotate right here at the upper thigh. He bends very far at the knee due to the transformation again. And his toes can move up and down, but that's just about it. Let's get this guy transformed. Take us away, Bumblebee. Okay, so like I said, we're going to tuck these fists in over here, and then we're going to move these arms sideways and sideways, and we're going to tilt this up as well, and then these are going to come all the way up here, and then turn them all around. So I kind of did this out of order, but what you're going to go for here is trying to make this all nice and flush, so you can connect these pieces and make sure that this triangle thing is all nicely shaped and whatnot. And then there's these pegs right here that you can see there's a hole, and this peg sticks out right here, and that's going to plug in nicely like so. Same thing to this side. And then we can detach this area over here for now, then rotate this around to get it out of the way. Then the feet fold in like this. You're going to want to separate this torso area downward right here. And then the legs, you just want to rotate them outward like that and like that. And then fold them inward, and you can see how it's going to make the shape of his alt mode like so. And then you're going to want to just finagle everything together, make sure everything tabs in. So now that's all nice and flush. And then you want to take the culo, push it all the way downward, and then this back piece right here is going to fold all the way down. And one thing that kind of sucks about this figure is that as soon as you move one piece, like, it kind of comes apart. Remember how I had it all nice and flush, and now it's not all nice and flush again, but not a big deal. And you're going to take his big ass gun and pull it up like that and fold it down. And then the last thing you want to do is rotate his guns or his cannons sideways so that they're like that. And there you have it. Oh, and you want to take his gun right here and shove it right in between these two. And that looks badass. I really like this. I think this looks pretty damn cool, man. This is pretty sweet. Definitely dig it. Again, I don't know exactly what to do with these pieces down here. It's just weeding me out, man. And you're supposed to fold his head down, but I forgot to do that, so now his head's all nicely folded in there. And there he is. And it sits nicely on the ground like that. Cool, nice hover tank, right? Cool Cybertronian hover tank. Not too bad at all. I like it. I like it. It's pretty neat. And yeah, so there's not a whole lot to say about that. I do like how this moves side to side very easily, and you can get it to, you know, do the transformation, get it pointing upward and everything like that. I really like how this whole section came out. Looks very slick. I really do dig it. I like it a lot. I like this back piece too. So let's get this guy transformed into his combiner mode. So you're gonna want to take this piece and turn it around and move it all the way down over here, and then fold this piece down like so. So this is going to be his foot now, and then this stuff right here is going to tab into place with this back section, and then you're going to just want to tab these two pieces into these holes right here, and that will make it stay. So now that's all put together. Then the last thing you need to do is just stick his butthole up like that, and now you have a Bruticus left foot. Not too shabby. Now here's Swindle. Very, very cool looking robot mode. I like this a lot. This is very, very cool. Now all these figures come in their robot modes, by the way, and I actually forgot to show the height off on these guys. Okay, Swindle himself is about 5.5 to 6 inches, you know, something like that. Now, Brawl, he's shorter. He's more like Blastoff's height, like that, and he's closer, definitely closer to the 5-inch mark. So that's that. Let's all jump in the Wayback Machine and compare this Swindle to my G2 Swindle right here. So you can see the color scheme is way different. And by the way, the STC version of this guy had a very cool like army beige kind of color going on, which I think looks a lot cooler. I really like how bulky he is. It's just a very cool, bulky looking figure. You know, he's very hollow though, because you know he looks bulky, but as soon as you turn him around, they're like, whoa, there's not a whole lot there. Like he has this huge gap going on right in his midsection right there, and the legs are somewhat empty, and this is very skinny in the back. But you know what? It really doesn't matter to me because it's the front that really matters on these figures. It really does. And my real complaint are the legs. I feel like the legs could have added like an extra joint right here at the hips so that he doesn't always have this V shape going on. He's got like saddle legs or something like that. It's kind of strange. And there's his face, which is very hard to see. I wish they added a little bit more color variation there, but you know, just by the light reflecting off of it, you can make out how his face looks, which is cool. I really like this head sculpt. I like that they gave him the purple visor and everything. I like this gunmetal color right here coming up. Nice Decepticon logo. And then you have a lot of bits of silver going on around here. I don't know. I just think this guy looks freaking cool, man. And here's his gun that he comes with. So we'll put that aside. It's pretty cool. And yeah, his articulation, his head moves side to side, and it can kind of rock down a little bit due to the transformation. Doesn't look up at all. He has this gap going on for his shoulders, which is a little bothersome to me. I do not like that, but you can kind of hide it, so it's not that big of a deal, you know, as soon as you get the arms moving like that way. But they can move around like this. They move forward. They're on these ball joints. He can rotate right here at the elbow. He can bend at the elbow, and his wrists have no articulation. He does have a waist joint, which I like a lot. Like I said, I wish there was extra articulation in these legs, but they do move outward like that. They move all the way forward. They rotate at the upper thigh. They bend at the knee quite a bit due to the transformation, and his feet can move down and not up, but they just move down again due to the transformation. Let's get this guy transformed. Take us away, Bumblebee. Okay, so we can move the feet down like so. You want to rotate these parts right here so that they're facing outward. So these are his exhaust pipes. Rotate these along this way. Then you're going to take the shoulder thingies right here, rotate them backwards like this. And then we can take the head and, we're going to lift this whole piece up right here, and then you can take the head and smush that down like that. And one thing I'm noticing right here, he has these giant hands in his legs. So what's pretty cool is that you can actually interchange these different pieces. So you can have, you know, he's supposed to form a leg, but I guess you can make him form a Bruticus part. So I guess that's what these extra pieces over here were for on Brawl. So you gotta rotate his waist all the way around like so. Yeah, got a lot of cool sculpting bits in here though, I must say. Anyway, so you can attach these two pieces together like this, and then you're going to want to like lift it up like that. And then you're going to take this piece over here, you can connect it, and then the wheels just fold inside like so. You're going to want to tuck these further down over here, and then rotate this so that this pipe thing is sticking outward. And then there's a tab that sticks out right here, and that goes into the hole right there, the bottom one. And just plug that straight in like that, and then do the same thing on this side. Lifted this up this way. Now it's a lot more flush. So yeah, there's Swindle in his alt mode, which isn't too bad looking. It's very cool looking actually, in my opinion. I like it a lot. I think this is dope. Very cool looking top part right here. I mean, again, some gaps going on even in the alt mode. I really like how this gray gunmetal kind of shiny stuff looks over back here. You know, the back doesn't have any major pieces. So, you know, one thing about this being a hollow figure is that it doesn't have much kibble junk bits at all. So that's pretty cool. And then you could take his gun, you could plug it into the top like so. And that looks a little cooler like that, I guess. I don't know. I actually prefer not having the gun there. If there's a way to shove it in the bottom over here, I'd rather do that. Nope, it's not going to work. But anyway, when I get this guy rolling around, you know, all the wheels tend to kind of move. At the same time, I guess you just gotta, you know, mess with it. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. And then here he is compared to his G2, original G2 look with the red and purple going on. Damn, I can't stand these colors, man. It's just so weak to me. I just never really was a big fan of the vibrant colors. But, you know, this guy still looks alright. You know, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Fork you. So let's get this guy transformed into his combiner mode. Gonna split this stuff apart over here up at the top like so. And then you want to take this piece back here and flip that upward like so. And that's pretty much it, man. It's pretty, you know, it's not too much of a complex transformation compared to the other mode. I could leave those untabbed like that, but you know, oh, you could pull his feet out too. Derp. But yeah, so there that is. So now, and then here we are with the two pieces for the Bruticus figure. Looking pretty dope. Hope you guys like my review, and stay tuned for the other figures, and I will catch you later. Peace.